You did not choose to be someone's favorite. There was no moment, no decision. But right now, somewhere in your home, there is a dog who already answered that question. And the answer was you. Completely. Finally. Without any possibility of changing it. They show it every single day, in ways so quiet that most people never see any of it. These are not tricks, not trained behaviors. These are 5 things your dog does for one person only. Most people live with this every day and never understand what they are looking at. Stay until the last one. That one does not let you go. Let us start with something that happens every single night while you are asleep. Most people assume their dog sleeps the way they do, curled up, unconscious, gone for the night. But that is not what is actually happening. Researchers who studied dog sleep behavior found something that most owners walk right past without ever noticing. Dogs who share a sleeping space with their favorite person do not fully switch off at night. They enter and exit lighter sleep phases, over and over, at intervals that correspond almost exactly with the movements and sounds of the person they are most bonded to. Think about that for a moment. Your dog is not just sleeping near you. They are listening to you. A shift in your breathing. A change in your position. A sound you make without even realizing it. Your dog registers all of it. And in homes where more than one person shares the bed, researchers found something even more striking. Dogs orient their body toward one specific person. Even in complete darkness. Even in the deepest phases of sleep. Not the closest person. Not the warmest person. Their person. What makes this even more remarkable is that this behavior does not appear in dogs who are simply comfortable around someone. It shows up specifically in dogs who have formed a primary bond. The monitoring is not random. It is directed. It is chosen. So the next time you wake up at 3 in the morning and find your dog already watching you with those quiet, half-open eyes, you need to understand what you are actually seeing. They were not just awake. They were on duty. And you are the only one on their watch list. But what they do when you are awake and hurting, that is a completely different level. Your dog cannot ask you what is wrong. They do not have the words. But they have been watching you long enough to know when something is off. And they have developed their own answer to a problem they cannot solve. Think about your worst day in the last year. The day you did not want to talk about it. The day you sat down and just stared at nothing. Was your dog there? Were they closer than usual? Quieter than usual? Now you are about to understand exactly why. Studies from the University of London found that dogs approach people who are crying significantly faster and more consistently than people who were calm or having a normal conversation. But here's the detail that most people overlook completely. The dogs did not just approach. They brought things. A toy. A sock. A ball they found under the couch 3 weeks ago. Whatever they could carry. Animal behaviorists believe this retrieval response serves 2 purposes at the same time. First, it gives the dog a way to do something when they feel helpless, because standing still while you hurt is not something they are willing to do. Second, and this is the part that will get to you, it is an offering. Your dog has watched you light up when they bring a toy. They have seen you laugh when they drag something ridiculous across the room, and when you are sad, they go looking for the thing that might fix it. They cannot say, "I am here," so they bring you something instead. And they only do this for the person whose emotions they have been studying closely enough to read. If your dog has ever dropped something in your lap on a hard day, they were not being random. They were trying to help in the only language available to them. That is worth sitting with for a second. And if you want to keep understanding what is going on inside your dog's head, subscribe right now, because there is so much more coming and you do not want to miss any of it. But first, let us get to the third signal, because this is the one that stops people completely. When a stranger walks into your home, your dog might bark, run around, jump. The behavior is loud and easy to read. But watch what happens when you walk in. Really watch it this time. There is a moment, a fraction of a second, that happens before the excitement even starts. Their entire body changes, not into alertness, into something softer. Researchers who study canine body language call it a postural reset. The muscles around the shoulders drop. The ears shift into something more open. The tail changes from a side-to-side wag into a full-body rotation that starts all the way from the hips. This specific response, this full-body unlock, does not happen for anyone else. A study published in the journal Animal Cognition tracked heart rate, cortisol levels, and body language in dogs reunited with different people after separation. The results were not subtle. They were not borderline. They were unmistakable. When dogs were reunited with their primary person, the cascade of physical changes was entirely different from reunions with anyone else, even family members the dog genuinely loved. Your arrival does not just make your dog happy. It triggers a biological event that no one else on the planet can trigger in exactly the same way. Think about what that actually means. Your dog's entire nervous system has been calibrated to you. The sound of your specific keys, the rhythm of your footsteps, the way you smell before you even open the door. All of it has been mapped, memorized, stored in a brain that has decided you are the signal that everything is safe again. You are not just someone they are glad to see. You are the thing that tells their body it can finally relax. And that response is connected to something researchers only confirmed recently. Something that has nothing to do with training, or breed, or how long you have had them. It has to do with you specifically. Keep going. Because the next one is built on instinct so ancient it has no name. Think about the last time you walked into a situation where something felt off. Not dangerous, just uncertain. A room full of people you did not know. A conversation that shifted in a direction you did not expect. A moment where the air changed and you could not explain why. Go back there. Now ask yourself, where was your dog? Not where you told them to be. Where they went on their own. If they have chosen you, you already know the answer. They were right beside you. Not in front of you. Aggressive. Not behind you. Hiding. Beside you. Shoulder almost touching yours. Body turned slightly outward. Watching. This is called protective positioning, and it is one of the most instinct-driven things a dog can do. It is ancient. It is not trained. There is no command that produces it. Their body just knows there is one place it needs to be when the world feels unsteady, and that place is next to you. Research from Eötvös-Loránd University found this happens regardless of how many people are in the room. Even surrounded by everyone they love, the body finds its way back to the one that matters most. Your dog does not know they are doing it. There is no conscious decision being made anywhere in that moment. Their body just knows where to be, and every single time, without fail, it ends up in the same place. Right beside you. But none of this explains the last one, because the last one happens before you do anything at all. You have not said anything yet. You have not cried or raised your voice or changed your behavior in any noticeable way. But your dog is already beside you. Already quieter than usual. Already watching your face with that specific attention that is hard to describe and impossible to fake. They knew before you showed it. And the answer to how that is possible involves something called emotional contagion, which is more sophisticated in dogs than almost anyone realizes. A study from Goldsmiths University found that dogs do not just react to human emotions, they absorb them. Their own cortisol levels rise when their owner is stressed. Their behavior shifts toward calm, attentive closeness, before the human has done anything visible to signal that closeness is needed. But here is what separates this from a general sensitivity to human emotion. Dogs show this mirroring response most strongly, almost exclusively, with their primary bonded person. They can detect distress in a stranger, but they feel it with you. Your dog has spent enough time in your presence that they have mapped your baseline completely. They know what your normal breathing sounds like. They know the rhythm of your movements when you are fine versus when something is sitting heavy on you. They have been collecting this information since the day they arrived in your life, and they have been using it every single day to stay one step ahead of your emotional state. This is not biology. This is not training. This is not habit. This is love. The kind that does not need words because it was never waiting for them. Here is what all of it means. Your dog will never find the words to tell you that you are their favorite. The words were never available to them. But every single day, in ways that are quiet and real and ancient and completely true, they are telling you anyway. You just needed to know what to look for. Now you do. And once you do, you will see it everywhere. In the dark, in the quiet, in the ordinary moments you were never paying attention to before, in the sleeping body angled towards you when the house goes still, in the toy dropped in your lap on the day you needed it most, in the full body welcome that no one else in the world receives. Most people live their entire lives with this and never see it. You just saw it. No vote, no competition, no reason you could ever point to. Something in them recognized something in you. long before you understood what that meant, and they have been proving it every single day since the moment they arrived. If this changed the way you see your dog today, subscribe, because next time, we are going to show you something else they have been trying to tell you that most people miss their entire lives.